because I know both how lizards talk and I know how I am personally writing these things and creating them. My art reflects me and my world and my search for this sense of being now and becoming involved in this. My art is pop to me, and you know, this is, my popular culture is sexual, social satire cartoons. This is sexual and social satire, and I've arranged it in what I hope to be like a satire of evolutionary sequence. But this concert is meant to entertain you, and if sexual cartoon material makes you uptight, then you should split, because it's certainly loaded with it. Okay, now this is my performance.
I do a full-color series every month in Cavalier magazine, which it goes out to soldiers and the raincoat crowd. That's a skin magazine. As I said, originally I went down into the underground and I worked with Robert Crumb and people like that, and we started the Gothic Blimp, which was the first underground tabloid paper, comic tabloid, because at the time I really felt that that's really where it was happening as far as I was concerned. People like Stan Lee offered me series to do, comic series, and I've always had to turn them down because I really dig my own. I insist on having, first of all my own rights. I'm the only one who's ever been able to protect my rights was myself. Most artists, especially when I first met them, were selling all their rights in New York, all over the place, and to publishers who are very greedy monsters, and they take away everything if they could. But now things are changing in the last few years. Doing Cheech Wizard, originally it was being considered for Penthouse. Playboy was considering some other series for We, and I finally wound up not being able to work for Playboy because of the fact that they take my rights from me. The characters happen to belong to me, and what I want to develop them into is mine and my ideas. I'm working on a new magazine, or helping to at least organize what will possibly be the first large-scale cult magazine, which will be distributed throughout the United States and here too, I suppose. And I'd like to try and use Cheech Wizard as the mascot for this occult magazine, which would be rather orientated to a mass audience. And Cheech Wizard is becoming so popular, this hat character. I referred to myself as a graphic animator because, naturally, I had always really dug the Walt Disney stuff. I even went out and I was working in California for a while, and I never did really make it. I couldn't get in with the studios out there, and now there's no hope at all of my getting in with Walt Disney. Good old Cheech. I invented Cheech. One of the first characters I invented him from the Italian Cici nut is what he's named after. I invented him at 2:30 in the afternoon, September 22nd, 1957.
My father, Vaughn Bode, is touted as the very foundation of the hip-hop style you see worldwide. The earliest graffiti writers of New York City subway lines used our characters besides their groundbreaking pieces that started graffiti and the street art movement. My father created such icons as Cheech the Wizard, the Bode Lizard, and the Bode Broad, as well as Cobalt 60. My father's light in the adult comics scene burned bright in the 60s and 70s, and like a comet, he was gone off to ball the universe and inspire tens of thousands of artists, movie makers, graffiti writers for nearly 50 years now. Vaughn created thousands of worlds populated by his unmistakable style and one-of-a-kind character designs.